my goodness.
So anyway, yeah, as we mentioned in the beginning, one thing that kind of significantly is pretty different than last time we hung out was kind of some developments in the band you're in to let people know once again, just in case. Lovebomb, not the only band.
Not the only band.
Lovebomb. The day after we talked to you last time, you had a audition set up. And interestingly, I think it was me that was kind of like, dude, like, fuck Lovebomb, it's done. Like,
your first question.
I didn't actually say that.
Yeah,
but
was that, that was kind of a shock.
Why do you want to
continue? I wasn't mad, but I was kind of like,
why do you want to continue?
That's how you want to open up the night with, motherfucker. You wait till it's my turn to ask you some questions. Right. And I did. I was like, but mine weren't like, and I knew yours weren't malicious either. I mean, I didn't take offense to it because you knew.
Oh, I wasn't malicious
felt,
a bit.
Honestly.
And I know how passionate you've been about the band and everything else. I just was kind of like challenging it a bit. Like, man, it's a 3-piece band. Just to be clear, it's a 3-piece band. It's
Power trio.
Power trio.
That's the term.
Okay, power trio.
The difference.
Yeah,
there is a difference.
And been together 8 some odd years.
This was our 8th year of playing shows. Like we would be going into our 8th year right now. We've completed 7. This is our 8th year.
Okay. Yeah. And so at this time, you're a singer and guitar player.
One of the singers, he and Jeff are 50.
Okay.
Well, Jeff, after,
Your guitar player and half lead singer. There's always more than one singer in power trios.
True.
Yeah, everybody sings.
Decided to move on and just kind of pursue something else in life and
just retire, man. He just
retired, man. Just kind of be done. And so that was why I was just kind of, questioning a little bit, challenging a little bit. Like,
well, because I was questioning it too.
That's a major member of a band. Yeah. Any power trio that loses somebody is kind of like, well, that's
he and major. I started it together and got Jeff.
Like nobody,
Jeff's still the original because he's the first.
Like nobody wants to go see Rush right now without Neil Peart.
Right.
Like, who would buy that ticket?
Good point.
I can understand that. Right. I mean, I'd go out of curiosity.
Out of curiosity,
did you
maybe
get Mike Portnoy,
but I wouldn't. But I would, if I was Rush, I wouldn't book.
And they won't.
Arrowhead.
They even said that. Yeah, they ain't fucking. They'll never play as Rush again.
I wouldn't book Arrowhead. I might start at Hammond's.
Really?
Started Hammond's?
I would start at Cully's. Is it still there? Hey man, take it easy, bro.
Just in case
the bartender don't even want to see you without.
How many people are curious to see us without Neil Peart?
Right.
We better not. We bet. No, I know, but maybe not to the tune of Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah, no.
So
not for $150 ticket.
So no, that's why I was kind of like, man, does it make sense to me?
Not that we're comparing Lovebomb to Rush. Let's not get this misconstrued in any way, shape, or form.
We're talking about power trios.
I know, right.
So yes, I did bring up like, man, I don't know. You think that's the best pursuit, or should you maybe think about something totally different? We talked through all that. The very next night, you had an audition.
Yeah, this was the night before the audition, and I wasn't really that psyched about auditioning. I was like, man, I don't want to go through it. It's just like, I just didn't think it's like, man, at this point, I was starting to kind of just embrace willingly, but not willingly, just Lovebomb's coming to an end, I think.
Right.
But do I want to take one more shot at just seeing, because I didn't feel in my heart I was ready to let it go yet, even though I was trying to. I never felt that, peace about embracing that.
Right.
So I was like, all right, we're gonna try it. And especially like when we put the ad out looking for a guitar player, I mean, there were some cool people on there, but a lot of it was just, fuck.
Right.
Are you seriously? Is this fucking a joke or?
How many people did you actually audition?
One.
Really? So you talked to several? You only auditioned one.
You got several responses.
The first one. I was starting to set up. I had other ones set up.
Right.
We had 5 set up. 4 confirmed. Waiting on the 5th one. Next day I messaged. Well, I think I even sent the message that night when I got home. I said, "So your audition's off."
That was it. That was it.
One, I knew on the second song. I knew. I do. I mean, and it sounds weird. Like I was telling you earlier, man, this is the weirdest thing because I always thought, if we do something, it's not going to be quiet. It's still going to be Lovebomb. It's me and Jeff. I mean, it's a lot of that punch and we have that. I mean, it's the way he and I play together. It's just how it is.
Jeff being the bass player.
Yeah,
so you guys are actually Billy, the rhythm section of Lovebomb.
Yes. Yeah, but Billy added like how his guitar tone land. I love the way it sounded with Jeff's rig, and they meshed well together. And he ran our sound, man. And I love the sound of my drums. I mean, what he did, like I was like, how the fuck are we ever gonna replace that? I mean, you're just defeated. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. But, there were a lot of elements, not just.
Yeah, and I never thought, I thought it would always be awkward. I was like, if we find someone, it's going to be,
And that once again, that kind of goes along with the nature of power trios is usually the three guys in a band.
It's an isosceles triangle.
Which typically
there's equal sides.
Typically is a drummer, a bass player, and a guitar player. Usually the hats, every guy's got 4 or 5 hats on. Yeah. So one guy has PA, runs sound. Another guy runs the Facebook page and the promotion. The other guy does this. Yeah. So losing a band member is not just losing a guitar player.
Yeah, and especially we're 3 guys that we just believe we don't want to play in 4 or 5 bands. We want to make one band fucking kick ass.
Right.
No matter what we're playing.
Yeah.
People are I'm not gonna fucking go out there and fake my way through anything.
Right.
It has to do with music, and I don't understand why anybody would. I don't give a fuck what you're playing. Why are you gonna fucking go in there and just, or show up, set up, like even setting up and then playing in the same fucking clothes you showed up to fucking set up? And I don't understand that thought.
I know.
Why do you not want to have a presentation and get on stage and do? I've never understood the people that don't do that.
Yeah.
Whether you're playing fucking covers or originals, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Have some sort of a presentation that shows that you care.
A show.
As much as you do about your music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just how I think. I don't know. I understand people differ on that, but it's like, for me, I can't understand it.
Yeah, I got you. I feel the same way.
But
so you had this audition the night after our
last talk, just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which you've also admitted, that night was kind of a weird headspace. And
I was kind of depressed
because of all this going on,
and just a lot of and just seeing like losing hope by every message or people that were like trying to push their originals on us or wanting to push country song or this or trying to like fit us, make us. They wanted to be in the band, but only if whatever they wanted to do here.
Oh yeah,
right.
Some people that like make you go through all the work. Yeah, I'm into this and shit. I've seen you guys. I love you guys or whatever. We got guys like that. You send them. Here's basically 55 of the songs we had in rotation over the last couple of years. Pick out however many you fucking want. I don't care. At least a couple, but pick out something that and let us know when you feel you're ready, and we'll set something up.
Yeah.
Right.
Next day, this dude fucking so that's a message back. And I'm looking over your set. This is not my jam. It's like you literally said you've seen us fucking I don't know how many times at different places. You love us, like in your last fucking email, and now you don't want to do the fucking.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck off. Shit like that. You just start going, God, this is what's out there.
Yeah,
there's fucking idiots out there. No one has, wants to do shit like this on that, this way anymore. It's like,
right.
Everyone's lost the drive of presentation and caring about sounding as fucking good as you can.
Yeah.
I just want to be in 20 different bands and play with a bunch of people and suck each other off and tell each other how great they are and talk shit about them behind their back. That's
yeah.
And make $20 here, $30 there, $40 there. Yeah.
It's fuck it. We wanted someone that like understands a working cover band, but doing it like this.
Yeah.
We take it serious, but we're not serious. But we take it serious, man. It's a fucking job. We have work ethics.
It's okay to take it seriously.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Why wouldn't
if you're gonna do it, take it seriously. Not too seriously where you can't see the humor in mistakes or
or that
kind of thing.
And I think we've always been that too. We've always been pretty personal and talk openly on stage with the crowd. I don't give a fuck, but I want to still have a presentation like we're playing the lights and our setup, everything. I want to have that and look a certain way on stage because I'm thinking about it from my visual standpoint for me to see a band like that.
Right, so this guy came in basically knocked your socks off.
Yeah. I mean, there's weird. I mean, the story of how this all came about, and that just changed my whole feeling and emotion about all this. Like I was just thought, and I even said that even if we find somebody, it's going to be, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be a transition period.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only thing I can say, and I told him this, I was like, the best compliment I can give you is that it doesn't feel awkward at all.
Nice.
And it even feels like it's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it really did. And Jeff and I were just like, I love Billy to death. Don't ever get me wrong. Bill and I love that guy. I love playing with him. I fucking had, great moments with him. But I think him leaving had to happen and was supposed to happen and meant to happen for this to happen.
And
with
the timing.
this guy, the timing of this is too perfect. This is Lovebomb.
Yeah.
Nice.
And people are going to see it. This is fucking Lovebomb.
Oh, how
Yeah.
cool.
And I fucking had goosebumps. The audition, by the second song, I was like, I'm going to get my phone out and record this because there's something happening. I don't know what it is.
Right now, you're talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it seriously was that overwhelming. And if you could just feel like, I thought my heart was going to explode, man. I was like, man, God, I hope he wants to stay in this band, dude.
Right?
Don't, but he understands it, man.
So who is this guy? Introduce us to this guy.
There's Nate Peters, owns Legacy Tattoo in Springfield, and actually lives in Republic. And he found us because we put out the ad.
Wow.
And he was the first one to message, the only one we auditioned, and it was signed, sealed, delivered that night.
That's
for me on the
amazing.
second song. When I was
That's
recording,
cool.
I was like, I don't give a fuck what you do the rest of the night. I'm sold right now. We can build this because I had goosebumps.
Yeah.
And then for the next, just going to the next week. I mean, the next practice, just to see, because now he knew what to expect.
Got even that much better.
You start
more
hearing
comfortable.
even more of his identity in his voice, which I love his voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And it blends
That's
with
cool.
Jeff's. And just, the way he feels it, he feels my drums the way, and you can just tell, man, it just, all of it's changed. We were just standing out there talking after that. It just felt like we were a band already.
So did you cancel the rest of the auditions?
Yeah, we had four or five. There's four confirmed, and a fifth one we were like, yeah, he wants to do it. He has songs. He's supposed to let me know, but
and you already have a show.
Yeah.
Which
it coincides with my birthday show.
Right.
We're doing 2 nights.
March 25th and 26th.
Yep. At Just One More in Republic. Because I was like, dude, we're not. Usually we do those in Clinton. That's my birthday show.
Right.
But for this is his introduction. He lives in Republic.
Is your birthday actually the 26th?
No, mine's the 28th.
28th.
I
Okay,
would do it on
close
the
enough.
last Saturday.
Close enough.
I
gotcha.
Of the month. So
all right.
We decided this is perfect, and he didn't seem like that was too much for him. He was like, no, man.
And that gives you some rehearsal time.
Yeah, and it's gelling at rehearsal
considering
time.
where when we're recording right now, but it gives you a little bit of rehearsal time. But we'll release this right before.
Yeah.
You had gone through a phase in life where you just wasn't sure if you were ever going to be excited about music again. Based off of our age, based off of how many fucking years we've been doing this, because we're all the same age and we're all in the kind of the same boat of just like, am I that excited about being in a band anymore? And the point is, when you got something like that you're like, is your thing.
Yeah.
Then it's like focusing on that and becoming great at that and being excited about that.
Yeah, that I've literally put my heart and soul into trying to make this and complete a vision that I had
for your whole life. Way before Lovebomb, for your whole entire life.
Well, yeah.
It's like, isn't that like where you should live as an individual, as opposed to jumping in on an argument about something on.
That's what I mean. I care more about this and the feeling, the emotion I get from it than debating with somebody or arguing or whatever with somebody
about a policy.
Shit that none of us can fucking control.
Right.
Right.
That to me, I think, I would hope sends like a cool message to everyone, no matter what age you are. Like, think about how much energy and time and emotion you're spending arguing a policy with somebody who may never agree with you. And like you say, you can't even control anyway, as opposed to pursuing the shit that you've always loved. Yeah. And now here you are.
I'd rather talk about my band film video.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We probably get along.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't need to know about the shit we would disagree on. Why does anybody want to do that? Like, think back to the kids when they had to pick out pictures. I'm like, find the shit that's different. It doesn't belong here. Why don't you pick out all the shit that does? Why not start there and condition their minds that way?
Good point.
Right.
Fuck. Right. They're not. They don't fucking do that for kids. You're taught from fucking whatever age.
To exclude.
Yeah, that's fucking hello.
One of these kids is not like the other.
Yeah.
Can you tell which one it is?
I fucking remember doing that shit.
And we're pointing him out. We're pointing him out and making a song about it.
And it was
on Sesame Street.
And it was okay.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah. What the hell? But that's all it is now. Like, whatever. You're different.
Yeah. You're different. F you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't like, unless you agree with me.
Yeah.
I love you.
If you agree with me,
if you don't agree with me, we want to fucking.
We're out.
Like, no, man, how about just love the fucking, or even if we don't have to love we don't have to fucking have anything.
I got a question about Nate.
Yeah.
He owns Legacy Tattoo, but does he tattoo himself?
Yes.
Okay.
He's usually there Tuesday through Saturday, noon to 5. He does a lot of those hours, and he has to stay on those 90-minute massages. He said, I can imagine. I never really thought about it, but he's like, even when you're there and you're hunched up, you're doing tats all day. Goes, man, you're fucking, I was like, shit.
Yeah.
So
I understand. I said, you got to stay in shape, bro. And it's
nice.
To do that.
Do you know where he's located? Where that shop is located?
It's on National, right down here, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Oh gosh, he told me last night where it was.
That's all right. Google works wonders.
I was like, I'm gonna stop in there and see.
Legacy Tattoo.
He stopped by and saw me at work.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, they should do Bobby's new man crush. I'm like, say what you want, man. I'm just happy to have this motherfucker in the band, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, I want to hug him. Like, dude, let's fucking jam. I'm sold, man, and that's what I mean when I was telling you guys earlier about the lightning bolt moment. Man,
that's great.
There was every little detail that I prayed for
it matched what you prayed
just
for.
Because, and it was literally. I mean, I've never had that, and I'm not saying that's what happens to everybody, but I was doing it just out of show me what you got, dude.
Well, and
I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think it's a time to let it go.
And without getting too deep into it, before we even started recording, you had kind of mentioned that almost out of spite and almost out of anger, frustration,
almost daring.
Yeah, just
I know you shouldn't do that, and I'm not saying it worked. I'm not an advocate. I don't know.
Right. But you just were throwing things out that felt like this is going to end up being so irrational that I know it'll never happen. He needs. I wanted to try to make it impossible. He needs to be this. He needs to be that. He needs to be this. He needs to be that. He needs to be this, this, and that. Otherwise, I'm fucking out. And he was all 10 of them.
Yeah, or even more than I wasn't even thinking about. I was like, I didn't think about that. That's awesome.